love Caitlin Clark besides her skills.
She can shoot threes from low down.
You never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like, Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. Well, she's doing stuff we've never seen. Never seen anybody do that on a consistent basis. You know, that game I'm watching on the final four, I'm like, damn, like, and I was like, hey, because, you know, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot. And bam, damn. She's not going to hit that shot, man. Like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot.
Shaquille O'Neal just dropped a statement so powerful it could have its own area code, and it's all in defense of Angel Reese amid the backlash she's been getting. While Reese has been handling the criticism like a pro, Shaq stepped in and didn't hold anything back. Think he only dominates on the court? Wait until you hear how he takes on the—
What is the biggest misconception about Angel Reese? What are people getting wrong?
Really a nice, beautiful young lady. But, you know, when you're in this thing of ours, you have to play a certain way and you have to be a certain way. A lot of times if they don't understand who you are, they misconceive. Mm-hmm. But I tell her all the time, don't ever worry about that. And she reminds me of myself for AI. She's as good or even better than some of the people that y'all are kissing up to, but y'all don't know it. But she knows it. And in order to be great, you have to know you're great.
Shaquille O'Neal didn't just support Angel Reese. He went all out on her critics, bringing his signature size 22 energy to shut them down. While some are busy obsessing over missed shots and stats, Shaq focused on what really matters: heart, hustle, and the fact that most online haters couldn't even make a paper ball into a trash can if their Wi-Fi password depended on it. Yes, Angel's game is off to a shaky start, but let's be real, plenty of NBA players stumble in their second season too.
Here want to talk about Angel Reese, Shaq on Angel Reese's podcast.
Yes, please. That shit was crazy. It was
crazy.
Yes, it was fucking crazy.
Please expound.
Elaborate.
So it's really disappointing because I love Shaq. Shaq had Angel Reese on his podcast.
No, he was on
hers. He went on hers. I saw the background right. He's on her podcast.
Reese didn't just step into the WNBA with a headband and some hype. She walked straight into a whirlwind of enormous expectations. With 1.7 million more followers than Caitlin Clark, she's not just competing on the court, she's navigating the spotlight. Every missed shot turns into a meme, and every turnover feels like a headline-worthy scandal. The pressure? It's not just high, it's stratospheric.
This is RG3. He said after watching Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese and the aftermath, there is no way Angel Reese can continue the lie that she doesn't dislike Caitlin Clark. I know what hatred looks like. Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Not some basketball rivalry hate either. Hate. And I'm like, you got that from a foul?
So NBA players. What about when somebody tackled you? Do you feel like they really
even if you felt like it was a dirty hit and you hopped up and was ready to fight, does that automatically mean you?
Then there's Shaq, who saw the backlash and immediately switched into full Big Brother mode. You know you're making waves when an NBA legend hits pause on his own promos just to call out the nonsense. Shaq labeled the criticism unnecessary, but honestly, that's him keeping it polite. If he were being completely honest, he'd probably compare half of these hot takes to pineapple on pizza, just plain wrong, totally uncalled for, and seriously questionable.
ChatGPT and type in the following. What is the single worst shooting percentage ever in WNBA? What is the single worst shooting percentage ever in WNBA? No, you type in ever in WNBA. What is the worst shooting percentage ever in WNBA? If you can put that ever in WNBA. Watch this, folks. Zoom in a little bit if you could. Watch this. Look what's going to come up. You ready? This is supposed to be Michael Jordan. The lowest. Okay.
Angel Reese, in contrast.
Where do you see it? Angel.
Let's be real. Angel Reese's offensive stats haven't exactly been lighting up the scoreboard. The shots aren't falling like they used to, and she's still finding her rhythm. But remember, she's playing through a wrist injury, adjusting to pro-level defense, and doing it all under a microscope where every slip-up gets tweeted. The pressure? Think Rookie on karaoke night, belting out Adele to a packed crowd. Here's what too many people overlook. Angel is still battling for every rebound like her career depends on it. boxing out like a hedge fund dodging the feds. The buckets might be quiet, but her hustle, grit, and defense speak volumes. Shaq sees it. True fans see it. The real problem? Too many people think a cold shooting stretch means you're finished, coming from folks who can't even keep their gym socks clean, let alone compete in the WNBA. And talk about audacity. We're barely 2 minutes into the season, and some are already predicting the death of Reese's career like they're running CSI, Stat Sheet Edition. She hasn't even warmed up yet. The only mistake here is expecting instant greatness in a league built to challenge the best.
So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But when it comes to death threats, like, I'm talking about people who come down to my address, follow me home, like, it's come down to that.
Shaq, in all his 7'1" glory, sees it clearly. This is a slow start, not a collapse. Remember, he was the guy who couldn't hit free throws to save his life, but still walked away with rings and respect. That's exactly what Angel Reese is building toward, patiently and wrist brace included. While critics obsess over her shooting stats like they're writing a WNBA thesis, Shaq has already done the math that matters. Angel has the heart, the hustle, and the fire. Once her offense clicks, she'll be delivering highlight reel moments hotter than courtside nachos. Shaq's advice? Block out the noise, control what you can, and grab every rebound like you're tidying before company shows up. Clearly, she's taking it to heart. While the internet fixates on her 31.1% shooting, Angel's owning the boards like rent's overdue. And about her first face-off with Paige Bucher? Fans expected a WNBA version of Clash of the Titans, but what unfolded was subtler, more revealing, and far from finished.
Angel Reese needs to be better at basketball. I'm not talking about as a person. I'm not talking about as a podcaster. I'm not talking about at the Met Gala. She needs to be a better player if we want this rivalry to be able to have some staying power. She had a very, very busy offseason, but at this moment, it does not seem like the offseason involves a lot of mic-in drills of left-handed layups. Right now, Angel Reese, she is a wildly famous rebounder. Somebody had the funniest tweet on this. The Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry is like if Kobe had a rivalry with Mark.
Angel Reese recently spent a bit more time on the bench, and naturally, Twitter went into full meltdown mode. Suddenly, everyone's a sideline strategist with wild conspiracy theories. Was she being punished? Did she anger the ghost of basketball past? Chill. She was benched, not banished. Coaches rotate players, athletes rest. It happens. Even LeBron takes a seat without it becoming a national crisis. Since stats are everyone's obsession, here's the reality. Angel's averaging a double-double, 10 points, and a league-leading 12.3 rebounds per game. That's not just rookie-level impressive. That's elite. You can teach shooting mechanics, but you can't teach hustle, instincts, or the rebounding radar she's showing off. Yes, her shots aren't falling yet, but she's missing nothing in effort or presence on the glass. And her coach? He's calm and fully backing her. The takeaway, a shooting slump doesn't define her. Angel's impact is real, and she's only just getting started.
You made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated as a...
Angel Reese has faced intense scrutiny for her shooting struggles, bench moments, and chaotic offensive play, all under the microscope of social media. Critics compare her to Caitlin Clark, obsess over stats, and act like a few missed layups define her career. But Shaquille O'Neal sees the bigger picture. He knows hustle, heart, defense, and rebounding can't be taught, And Angel delivers all of that every game. Even when shots aren't falling, she's crashing the boards, playing with grit, and building character. Shaq calls out the unfair criticism, celebrates her effort, and treats every misstep as a stepping stone toward greatness. While Clark dominates from afar, even injured, Angel is grinding through chaos, learning, growing, and showing that true talent isn't just points on a stat sheet. With Shaq in her corner, every block, rebound, and hustle play becomes part of a bigger story, one of persistence, resilience, and a superstar in the making.